Look at verse 10. And behold, a hand touched me, which set me upon my knees and upon the palms of my hands. So he was on his fours. And it says, and he said unto me, O Daniel, a man greatly beloved. Wait a minute. This is the Lord came from heaven, and it must be known in heaven that Daniel is greatly beloved. Here's a man born of dust down here in Babylon because their whole country sinned, the whole nation sinned, and he's in exile in punishment. And he's sitting there showing his love towards God and want to remain loyal to him. And he gets a reputation up there in heaven. Even though in the 2-3 verses prior to it, when the Lord showed up, he turned to corruption. So he's still a human being. And that human being can get a reputation up there in heaven. How'd you like that? You know, that's what they said about John, too. The beloved disciple. You know what those guys are? Those guys right there, they pushed away a lot of themselves to get close to God. You know what it was? It's the intensity of their search for the Lord. You see, there's a desire for the Lord, and there's also an intensity. It's just like everything else. You've got 12 disciples. One's a devil, and then out of that, you got 11 left, and out of the 11, you got one that's a beloved disciple, so he's up there close. You know what John was willing to do? John was willing to go in there when the Lord was being beaten in Caiaphas' house and the high priest's house, and they took him in there to interrogate him, and John went in there with him and said, I'd rather be with the Lord. And they're beating on the Lord, and I'm sure they were probably beating on John. And Peter comes to the door and sees John and the Lord inside there and sees them and turns around and says, I don't know them. I wonder why. I wonder, there might have been some blood running out of John's mouth or something. And he looked at that and said, you know what John said? He's a quiet disciple too. You don't hear much about John. And old John says, I'm going in there with him. If you're going to kill him, you might as well just kill me too. I can't live without him. That dependency. I tell you what, God likes that stuff. Look what it says right here. Greatly beloved. And that's a sinner. I mean, this is over and beyond God loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. No, this is God's affection towards man because of some intensity or desire that Daniel had for God. God's returning that love. That love, it spurs. The more love you sacrifice, the more love you put towards something, the more love comes off of it, and it builds. Love is not getting. Love is given. You want love to grow, keep putting more love in the pot. And before long, you won't be able to handle what's coming out. That's what's wrong with today's society, though. Love has become selfish. It's love. It's getting. What can I get? What can you give me? God so loved the world that he gave. Love is given.